I know the fact that this is a 24-minute video doesn't exactly justify it to be called a quickie thing, but I like the title, Dueling Network Quickies, so I'm just going to keep it that way, and, you know, you guys get the long videos, and, you know, whatever. But anyways, hey guys, as well, here with Dark Worlds, today we got 5 duels, actually, because one of them was a Game 3 thing, but, this one's only one game, but, lead off with a pretty decent hand, so I just get Trance out, and then Gates out, and just try and get as much hand presence as I can. Have a Grapha in hand, so what I really want to do is go for Drag Down, but the thing is, I can't really, like, effectively do it, so I'm just going to have to use Trance to Grapha his dude away, and I'm waiting for him to let me kill him, and he's all like, I'm going to sit here and do nothing, herp-a-derp, but it turns out it's a Goblin Zombie, so he can search for a zombie dude with 1200 or less defense, and Zombie Master, makes sense. So I'm just going to poke him for 23, and then, I was thinking about playing down the Malefic Stardust, but I was like, fuck it, I want to keep those gates just in case I need them, so, you know, might as well not do something stupid. But he summons out Zombie Master. I think my back row is Torrential, so if he brings out Plague Spreader, which I see him discard, I can be all like, okay, let's just, do Plague Spreader, or fucking Torrential's Plague Spreader when it comes out, so he doesn't even get a chance to Synchro, and then he loses all chances of it, so that'll work out cool for me. But he does get a search from his Goblin Zombie, so I'm gonna have to let him do it, but he does that, and then sets a card down, and that's it for there. But since I have nothing else to really play, I'm just gonna send out Malefic Stardust right here, and just hit him for 25, and hopefully he'll just take it, and he does, so that's pretty cool. Also, before I get too much further, if you guys got any deck ideas or like deck lists that you want me to try out for DN Quickies, let me know, because the only things I can really play right now are the stuff that I have built IRL, which is, well, I can use other stuff, but it's just like, you know. But yeah, I mind crushed his Zombie Master, but then it turns out he had a Book of Life, so he kind of removed my Grapha, but he's just trying to get stuff set up. So really what he's doing right now is he's getting that Goblin Zombie in defense mode, and then he's going to draw a card from that one dude's effect, and then Utopia up so that he can just kill me, really, just ram it, and not have to worry too much. But draw into Trance right here, and I'm just like, okay, I really have no other play, so I'm just going to have to drag down away one of my, alright, don't do it yet, but I just kill off his Goblin Zombie, and then I think what I'm going to do here is wait after his Goblin Zombie search, and then I'm going to go for the drag down. So, yeah, that's what I do. But, yeah, like I was kind of saying, if you guys have a deck list that you want me to try out and send me, go ahead. I don't want to do any fun decks. Like, I want to do something that's competitive, so, like, tier 3 and up, maybe. But after that, it's just, I just would prefer to do competitive stuff, you know? Because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I play Pokemon. But anyways, yeah, drag down away. I drag down his Songen just so he doesn't get any chance to search at all, so that's cool. And then he has Rightmare or something, I don't know, but the point is, it's a card, that doesn't really matter. But anyways, he just sets down that thing, and I have pretty good hand presence, so I'm just going to go for the Reckless Greed there, and I pulled into Snow and Beige, so really, I could have ended the game basically right there, because I had some good stuff, but he knew that he probably would be able to win, so that's just what happened. So, anyways, another game right here. Well, this is a match. This is the 3-game match I was talking about. But it turns out I'm playing heroes, as you'll see in a second. But I discard, I forgot what, but just to draw an extra card. I don't decide to set the gates yet, just because it's of no use if I can't even get a boost. But I draw in a Trance, and I'm just gonna just play down the gates right here, and then just start hitting him for 18, because I need to do something eventually, so I might as well. So I feel like my back row is pretty safe, so I'm cool with that. But I'm just going to keep poking him for 18 because there's not much else to really do right now. And, yeah, I mean, once I draw into something, then I can do something. But he's drawing into no monster zone. I only have Brow in the grave, so that's kind of that I draw that Reborn like that. But he finally pulls into the E-Call that shows that he's a hero deck, and I'm like, sure, go for it. Because what I'm just going to do is Mind Crush the Alias when it comes out, and I see in his hand, he does have Miracle, Gemini Spark. Well, he has a ton of shit in his hand. He has the Miracle, he has the Super Poly, the Spark, and a Dark Hole, but he wants to save the Dark Hole for later, which is perfectly understandable. But I'm like, okay, I don't need the Heavy, and I don't really need the drag down right now, so I'm just gonna go for the card destruction because that also really wrecks his hand. So next I pull into a drag down, so I can just go for Grapha and be all like, "What's up, Grapha?" And yeah, but he sets down my fucking whatchamacallit, the trance, and I'm like, okay, I'll just reborn it here. I was thinking about bringing out Grapha straight up, but then I was like, wait a second, what if he has bottomless? I don't want my Grapha being bottomless just yet, so I'm just going to go into Brow, possibly just debate it out, or possibly whatever. And also, I think I did forget to flip up my trance. I should have done that, but I was forgetting if I could or not, because I know I didn't attack, so I should have been able to, but I just want to make sure. But anyways, he's going to play down Future Fusion, and he's going to try and get out to Absolute Zero perfectly fine, because it'll take him a couple turns, obviously. But if he does have the Miracle Fusion in his hand, he could have done it then and there, but he didn't, so he couldn't. But anyways, I'm going to try and go into Grapha here, but he does actually have the bottomless like I feared. So I was like, okay, well, then let's just poke him for the final 18. Or no, I'm going to go for fucking Trance first, and then go for the Dark World Dealings that I drew into, and then go for Gates, which really makes no sense, but really, I draw an MST, so I can just kill off the Future Fusion. So if he has any back rows that could threaten me, which he does, he has the Mirror Force, but I luckily have the Starlight Road, and his other one will not be able to threaten me, because if I want to, I can just negate that one with Stardust, if it's going to hurt me at all, so it's not really a huge issue. But that is game one. We're going into game two. He obviously has a side deck, so that means I'm going to be basically screwed, because I don't know, I for some reason just don't build side decks that much when I'm on DN, especially when they're just decks that I don't really use that much. Like, the only one that I really have a side deck for is Sam's, just because that's the one I use the most, so it's like I know how to side deck well with that, but everything else I'm not the hugest of side decking on. But he's obviously got the first move. My hand isn't the greatest thing ever. Like, I can use it, but having those two Reckless Greeds there is kind of nice, because then as long as he isn't able to get an MST or heavy, then I can you know, get those off and get 4 cards. But pulling a Dark World Dealings, not really a huge fan of it, because I pull into absolutely nothing. So I'm going to have to I think I let the drag down go, because I really can't use drag down right now, but I'm going to MST that thing. I wish I MST'd the MST, because as you'll see at the end of the turn, he has a face down MST, and he kills off my Reckless Greed. I'm like, shit, now I only get 2 instead of 4, because I could have used those 4, but, oh well. But he's going to go for Duality and grab, I think, I don't remember what he grabs from this one. Book of Moon. Yeah, because he doesn't want to kill his other back row stuff. Actually, no. He decides otherwise and just goes for Fiendish Chain. So, whatever, it's fine. I'm all cool with that. And he's going to put Book of Moon back. I was like, wait, is he playing it? Nope, he's putting it back, though. Because Fiendish Chain, he sets it down, and then he summons that Alias. And I can't really do much about it, because obviously I don't really have anything. But he's actually just going to end fearing my back row, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to just go for the Reckless Greed. Pull into nothing really, because I mean, I can go for Trance to at least put the beige on the field, and then I can put down Gates so that I can at least kill off both his monsters, providing he doesn't have any back row to destroy anything. But he does have the Dimensional Fissure, and then he Gemini Sparks my Gates away, and then I'm like, oh, well, I lose 200 points then, and luckily I do have one more Reckless Greed, so I have a little bit more of a chance to try and bounce back. But he pulls into Duality, and he shows a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, so that's like, oh, well, if he grabs that, I'm fucked. But he actually decides to not grab it and just grab Reinforcements so that he can pull into, I think he grabs Bubbleman, which, yeah, I think he does. Yep, he grabs Bubbleman, and then he actually specials it out, but it's not like it really mattered either way, because, it's the, what am I trying to say? Because he had his normal for the turn anyways, but he randomly decided to special it, because whatever. Then I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. You play Duality. What are you doing? And he's like, oh, I forgot. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I'm just going to go for Reckless Greed. Don't really pull into much. I'm really not in a good spot right now, so I got to get really lucky with the top deck from that Dark World Dealings right there. Otherwise, I'm basically screwed. But I decided to just Foolish Burial Graphic, because that's the only good thing to really Foolish Burial. Gets Snow, so I guess that's something. But he goes for Shadow Mirror, and that's basically going to lock it up for me, because I think yeah, because I played that Reckless Greed. Yeah, it's basically just game right there. There's nothing I can do. And so we're going to go to game 3, and hopefully I can do well, but I am going first, so that should be giving me a decent enough advantage. And my hand, starting off, not really liking it that much. I mean, I can at least drag down, but there's not much that I can do too much with it, but we're all like talking in the little chat thing, because yeah. But I think what I do, okay, so yeah, what I can do, summon out the snow, and then go for drag down, because I don't want him to drag down my snow so that I don't have any way to get Graph out, but I just Graph out one of them, and then he's all like, then I'm like, alright, let's go to Phoenix Chain, because that's going to threaten me the most, so might as well pull in a skill drain. Not that bad of a pull at all, but then just get our Grapha, and there's not much else I can really do, so I'm just going to end right there, and that's fine by me. So that's the end of my turn, obviously enough. So he is going to, I don't remember what he does, but yeah, I kind of got good field presence. I kind of wish I had something to gate something, but at least for the most part, I can deal with a bunch of things. But he just sets down a couple of things face down, and so I'm just going to go for the drag down, pull into Brow, and I'm thinking maybe I want a Brow, but I'm like, no, let's go for... No, I did go for Brow. He already... No, I go for Grapha. Right, because I wanted to kill something, but then I can get out another Grapha, and then later on I can just... Actually, what I was thinking about doing here, I was thinking about just going for the Smog, but then I was like, wait a second, can I? But then I can now, so I was thinking, okay, let's just go for that Smog, because then I can start getting some more things in my hand and possibly pull into a Gates. But he does go for MST, so not able to do it. Oh well. Actually, I probably would have been able to, but I don't remember if that's how priority works or not, because I'm not great at this game, I'm just decent. But I'm looking at it, I'm like thinking, okay, what can he do? What can he do? What can he do? I'm not really sure, but he goes for E-Call for, I think he went for Bubbleman right here, which is kind of weird. It's like, I guess he didn't have enough things he wanted to set down in just a second, but he goes for Bubbleman, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna Super Poly. Oh, right, I forgot that that Esquiardo thing existed. I'm like, shit, because, you know, I mainly play TCG, I don't play DN that much, and then I was like, I was gonna try and chain the deck dev to him killing me, and I was like, wait a second, fucking, I hate Super Poly sometimes, but once he brings out that thing, I see its effect, and I'm like, okay, well, I can stop it completely with his skill drain, so that is perfect. So now that thing is basically useless because it's only a 2500 hitter, can't kill Grapha, and I have two things in my hand so I can at least revive one of the Graphas, and now he has a Miracle Fusion to bring out Absolute Zero, so he's just going to ram into me because, you know, kill me, but at the very least he's not going to be able to kill my back row stuff, so that's cool, so I get to keep around the skill drain, which is going to save my ass. So Dark Hole, yay! And then I just summon out Snow and was like, screw it, gonna put Snow back and go for Grapha and just hit him for 27. So now he's gotta get some really lucky top decks if he expects to win this. So, but he pulled into Alias, and then the next turn I can just summon out Snow again, get another Grapha going, and that'll be game. So, yeah, that's kind of it for that one. Also, I just realized this is also a 3-gamer. So actually, there's 6 games in this. So, damn. I did totally not remember that. I am kind of stupid. But, anyways, this time we're playing against Gravekeepers. Yeah. So, right off the bat, I do kind of like my hand. I don't want to waste the Allure or the Drag Down just yet. So, I'm going to play down the Gates and then just go Card Destruction. I get 3 draws, and then I can get a Search. So, I might as well use that well. And I'm all like, Search with Snow. I'm like, okay, do I want Grapho? Do I want something else? I was thinking, well, I could get some field presence going, because actually I could actually get out Brow and then just go for shit, but I was like, okay, well, we'll just summon out Brow, go for Gates, and get Graph out right off just really quick, because Graph is always a nice thing to have out, you know, so might as well, but get the draw from Gates, and I pull into Beige, so I'm like, okay, let's just drag down. I don't really care which one he goes for, as long as he goes for one of them, because I get a free card, and either I get a free card or I just get another monster. So I get a monster out, being Beige, and I'm like, okay, I see Necro Valley, but then I'm like, oh no, he has Dark Hole. Let's just get rid of that instead. I can live without Gates for now. And I pull into a Dark Hole Dealing, so I can just go for that and draw 2 cards. Well, not 2, but I just draw another one. And I can't really do much else, so I'm just going to have to end my turn, I believe. And I was like, wait a second, can I play down Stardust so he can't negate, or can't destroy my fucking Gates, but I couldn't remember if it could or couldn't, because, you know, like I said, I'm decent at this game, but I'm nothing worth thinking of. But anyways, He's going to play down Necker Valley and, you know, do that stuff. But I'm like, okay, no, go away, Necker Valley. And I pull into a Dark Hole Dealing, so I'm like, okay, oh my god, I pull into Gates. So that's actually pretty awesome right there. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just go for it, them Gates. And then I'll play down the Trance, and then he's going to Torrential me, but I got the Starlight Road. So I think that's basically going to give me just way too good a field presence. But I'm like, okay, attack with Stardust. And he pulls up a Spy, which is why I attacked with Stardust, because I figured he would have a Spy face down. And then he's going to bring out a, whatchamacallit, Trance. Not Trance, he brought out fucking Recruiter. But then I can just hit him for 3019 with the Grapha and the Beige. So that's kind of something. But he pulls into Commandant so he can get another field spell going. But I'm like, okay, let's go for a Lure. I don't really care about the Malefic Stardust right now, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And, yeah, get a skill drain. So at least if he gets out, like, a fucking Gravekeeper as Assailant, then he can't really kill me that easily. But use Gates for the last time, and then grab the Snow Search. I was thinking about grabbing another Gates. I don't know why I grabbed Grapha, though. That was kind of a stupid play on my part. I should have grabbed those Gates. Because it's obvious that he's going to kill my Gates in the next turn. So it's like, why wouldn't I want Gates when it's going to fucking kill me? Or when Gates are going to die. I don't know. That was a stupid play on my part, but he's just like, oh, that's game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, you know, in the end, it was like, whatever. But I'm going to side deck for nothing, because I don't have anything to side deck, because I'm a smart kid who likes to not have a side deck, you know? Because that's obviously the smartest thing to do. But he goes first. I have a decent enough hand. I can at least Dealings up for, well, yeah, go for Dealings to get Beige on the field at the very least. So if I really need something that much, which I probably will, because I do not have anything good to play right now, but I can at least get rid of his Necker Valley with my Gates once stuff happens. But go for Gates. But he's actually going to have Dark Bribe right here, so I'm like, oh shit, no. But at least get a free card, but it's fucking Mind Crush, so it's not really a huge deal. But I was thinking about playing down the fucking Dark Hole, but I was like, why didn't I play down to the Dark Hole? Why am I stupid? Why the fuck am I so stupid? Like, seriously, that was stupid. I should have played down the Dark Hole, but I didn't for some reason. But, oh well. So, just going to hit his face down thing as Recruiter, and then he thought it dies because he forgot about the boost from Necker Valley. So I'm like, hey, put your fucking Recruiter back, and put that Recruiter back that you searched for, because they didn't die, so you're not supposed to search. And he's like, oh, sorry, I'm tired. I'm like, I don't really care. People make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. That's how it goes. But just kind of waiting, looking at my back row, I'm like, okay, well, even if he searched, then I could just Mind Crush it out, so it's not a huge deal, but I'm just telling him to put him back, and I'm all like, yep, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And, yeah, he just brings out the one thing, and I lose my 400. Well, I already lost my 400, but I'm just going to let him go. And I'm not looking too good right now, because he's just going to MST my Mind Crush away. I could have gone for it, but it's not like there was much I really need to call out to help myself out, but, you know, whatever. But at this point, he can switch that thing to attack and just kill me, which is what he decides to do, so he might as well. I only lose 100, but 100's 100 after all. But now I decide to actually go for the Dark Hole, and I'm like, okay, well, bye. But then he bribes me, and I'm like, okay, thanks, I get a free card. It's Torrential, but I'm like, okay, well, it's just Reckless Grade, see what I can draw into. Draw into a Drag Down, so I guess that's something, and I get a Gates. So I can just play down Gates, get out the Trance Archfiend, and be all like, I'm going to go for the Trance effect. Or, not really, because he's going to go for the fucking warning, but now I'm like, okay, well, I have a Drag Down in my hand. Let's just use that to grab something. And I get into Starlight Road, and I'm trying to think of something to grab, and I'm like, okay, let's just grab Beige. Why not? Because at least then I have a monster on the field as opposed to no monster. And I decided to banish Snow for the thingy, and I'm like, okay, well, I draw into a Brow. I don't know what that's going to do for me, but he searches, and he's all going to grab the Commandant, and I'm like, okay, I can't do anything about it, so just go. And I was telling him to lose his points, and he finally did. But yeah, he's going to discard that and grab the Necker Valley and be all like, sup, my name is Necker Valley, and I can't do anything to stop him, because for some reason I don't run bribes in this deck. I really should, but for some reason I don't. But he's going to steal up for Descendant and Commandant again, and then he's just going to kill me off. I'm like, no, I just feel like Torrentialing, which is really not the smartest thing ever, because I can't afford to not well, I guess at the same time, it's like, I should have saved it, but I shouldn't have. It's weird, because then, I mean, I would have died either way, but then I could have taken him out while he had more monsters, and I can't draw, so it's like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know why I didn't, but I can't do anything still, so I'm just like, whatever, I'll just take whatever points you have to deal against me. So I'm like, alright, he's going to deal 2,000, then he's probably going to summon a Commandant to get another 21 off me, and, you know, whatever, just waiting for him to make his move, but he brings out Descendant. I'm all like, okay, well, I just take 4,000, and Allure of Darkness, great, this isn't going to help me at all, but, yeah, that's basically game. There's nothing I can do at this point. I mean, I could summon Snow out, and then kill off his Necker Valley, but at this point, it's basically over, because now he has the Torrential, and I was like, wait, I can Starlight, no I don't, no I can't, because stuff, but then he can just summon out any monster, basically. He could have just summoned out the Commandant right there, but he decides not to, but since he discarded the Commandant, that obviously means he has another monster that can just kill me off right here, and that's game. So, we're going to go into game 3, and hopefully I can bounce back, because, you know, that was silly, but at least I get the first turn initiative. And my hand right now, not the best thing ever, but I can at least Dealings out the Brow. Or I draw into Snow, and I'm like thinking, do I want to do Snow or do I want to Brow? I'm like, I'll just Brow, and then I can drag down if I really want to. So bring out, or I could use Trance Effect too, but I feel like I should probably use the drag down so I can at least see into his hand and be like, okay, what the fuck do you got? And I see the MST, and I'm like, okay, well, he doesn't have a Necker Valley just yet, so let's just get rid of that. So he has less of a chance of getting it quicker. So I'm like, okay, gonna search for Snow, and I'm like, what do I want? I think I grabbed Beige. I was thinking about Grapha, but I'm like, okay, what's the point of Grapha if I don't even have any way to summon it yet? So grab the Beige, because then I can just be all like Gates and be all like, summon this fucker, and draw into Reckless Greed, and then just set some stuff and let him go. So yeah, he plays on Necker Valley, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. Why am I even checking? But I guess it's a good thing to check no matter what. He sets down a monster. Figure it's a spy, but I'm luckily able to get out the Gates, and I'm going to have to just go for Reckless Greed right there because I have nothing else to do. And I'm all like, okay, well, I'm going to go for the Gates right here. And I pull into Grapha, so I don't even have to worry about having to grab a Grapha from my deck. So what I can do is I can just grab Darkhold Dealings, so I can get a free +1, and also I can get some hand disruption on him. So have to draw first, then I get Grapha, and I kill off his monster in the field, and then I can just bounce back Beige for Grapha, and I can just use Trance to discard Beige, so all is good in the hood. So yeah, bounce that back, grab Grapha, and then I'll like Trance, and then Special Summon, and then kill all the fuckers in the world, and yeah, that'll bring him down pretty fucking low, but he still has a little bit of a chance, but not really, because he only has 800 points. But getting past Grapha will be a different subject, so, you know, he'll have fun with that. But, yeah, since we're kind of nearing the end of the video, again, like I said, if you want to send me a competitive deck for me to use that you haven't seen me use yet, then go ahead and do that, because, I don't know, decks are cool and stuff, but he dualities and grabs a MST from the duality, so I'm like, okay, that's fine, I don't really give a shit, but he goes for Commandant, and I'm like, okay, what was even the point of that grabbing MST if you're just going to kill off my Gates anyways? But I believe he is just going to go for the MST on my Dark Hole. I think that's what happens. Yeah, I think he does that. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? But he says, yeah, kill off my Dark Hole, and that's fine, because I obviously don't need Dark Hole right now. And I was like, okay, maybe he's going to get out Assailant to kill off my Grapha, but he doesn't. I'm like, alright, let's just kill off his back row thing, because I have no idea what it's going to be. And then, ringtone. I don't know. But anyways, I figured he'd have Spy face down, so I played down the Skill Drain. I think I played it a little bit too late, but still played it either way, so that kind of makes it so he doesn't get a search, and I kind of win. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that quickie. That wasn't really a quickie, but I feel like calling it a quickie because I like the title. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, etc, etc, etc. Remember to send me potential decks to use on DN that are competitive. Blah, 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 blah. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.